Hello all, welcome to another quick learning. Today I'm going to be going over keyboard shortcuts in Google Sheets that'll allow you to hopefully use your keyboard more and not have to grab for that mouse, so you can be a little bit more efficient when you're doing work. So I've listed some of the more common ones here. I should also note you can find a keyboard shortcut sometimes by just hovering over an action up in this bar, and you'll see like the undo is Control Z, the redo is Control Y, the print is Control P, etc. So you can look for those things as well if you find yourself using a lot of those. So first of all, if we have an area, a table of some sort filled in, if you do Control down, it will go to the last cell with a non-empty value in it. So that's an easy way to scroll all the way down to the bottom of your data. So for instance, let's say I've got data like this. If I hold Control and then press down, you can see it goes all the way to the bottom of the spreadsheet. The only caveat is if there's some empty values in your table, it will go to the first cell before the first empty value. And if you press it again, it'll go to the first cell after the empty values, and so on, all the way down. Similarly, if you hold Control and then press right, it'll go all the way to the far right. Again, if there is empty data, it will go to the first cell before the empty data in a similar fashion as to the down. Now, if you also hold Control and Shift when you press down, it will select all the cells that it goes through. So to select the whole table, you can go Control Shift down and then hold Control Shift over, and that will select everything. And then if you want to select a column or row, for instance row, you can just do Shift space, and that'll select the row that has data. If I select it here, it will select from here to here all the data. If I do it here, it'll select all the data from here to here, and it will ignore any empty cells unlike the Control right or Control down. And if you want to do that for rows, you can do Control space, and that'll select the columns like that. And then a lot of things you do, like copying and pasting, can be done with keyboard shortcuts as well. So cut and copy are very similar, but there's a difference. So I'll do the cut first. So if you grab some cells and you do Control X, which is the cut cells, and then let's say I'll paste it over here. When you paste it, it will take away the values from where you got it from. Whereas, let's put this back. Whereas if you just do a copy, it will leave those values in place here. And then you just do Control V to paste the cells after you cut or copy. So Control C or Control X to grab the cells, and Control V where you want to put them. Select all cells, so you do Control A. So Google Sheets will have some logic that'll figure out, this is the area that I was looking at. If I select it over here in this table area, it'll select this whole area. If I select it where there's not anything that I have really entered, then it will select the whole sheet. And then undo, Control Z, if you make some sort of mistake or something, like if you, let's say, delete a row, and I want to bring that back, I hit Control Z, and it comes back. A lot of times I find myself also trying to find values in a sheet, so the quickest way to do that is do Control F, and you'll see that'll bring up the Find menu. If you're trying to also do Replace with that, you can do Control H, and that'll be Find and Replace menu. So those are the most common ones that I use. Like I said, you can hover over some of these and you can see additional ones that you may want to use, but I hope you found that useful. Thank you very much.